He was ass. He was like Jimmy Fitzpatrick at shortstop.
Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Greg only came in when I was mop up dude.
Offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group?
Stress.
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
They're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Greg thought you were the missing piece. Bring a chip home.
Trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage.
Real team player. I know Greg loved that.
The return man takes it to the end zone himself.
Wherever you need me, boss man.
Give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back. But how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Firing to the right, complete. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Cano. Pocket breaking down. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Nittany.
Coons Park.
The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come.
I know he was
But how
pissed.
about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he's going to try to return this one.
Let him have it, I bet.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. And they really
that's
need to get going
company.
here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake
Cap.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job.
Most of the time, he's had to play.
Being so good at the point of
Kind of
attack.
dumb how they broke the USA map into 3 different ones. Back in my day, it used to be the whole fucking thing.
try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
breaks into the open. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
If I don't need like player XP or the missions,
well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. And the punt team
Newt's trying to lock in.
So the Penn State Lions offense will try to get something going.
Newt blocking in
you've
rhythm.
got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around, they use him. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he lines,
Just
sometimes
not fucking listening to that.
Tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. You've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback. You've got to be ready to throw the ball somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to get
another shooter.
It's going to be tough for this offense try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped.
I'm sorry, officer.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man?
I was flopping down, surely you understand.
They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, this offense has a ton of speed at wide receiver, and they can generate explosive plays throwing it down the field. It's not just going to be go routes and post throws. How about executing the corner route against man-to-man coverage?
Got out of trouble and throws. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. On the ground, it's Cook. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Ramsey. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Got a man in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Penn put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
10 p.m.
A score
10
for
to
the
11.
big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker
When
in
the
the
fake
running
shots
game,
close
and
them
now
out.
you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Cano. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Quick with the spin move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.
Fucking made a breakfast.
They
Kicked it out.
unleashed an aerial assault last time that took him right to the quarterback, feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy
Oh
completion.
boy.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Where's this at?
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy
I
can
thought she
gash
was a
you.
nurse for some reason.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat,
Thinking
but
of
it's
somebody
incomplete.
else.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass.
Yeah, I know Dominic.
A little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Holds it in and looking upfield. Makes a move.
After I make
He'll
it
get
come
it up to
for the
about
second
the
time.
44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. He fires one deep over the middle.
I feel like that's got to be number one.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more. Touchdown, Penn State!
Horn dog
And they
news.
take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line.
He was
They'll go to the
pissed
ground.
because he couldn't cheat tonight.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Oh, fucking
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Cano. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs through the tackle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
That is
He
a
only
great
needs a
question.
sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Here's a heat.
I think he tried to tell me he got medically
Good
discharged
execution. They move the sticks, and they've got
from
it
his
at the 33.
foot
New
or
set of
something.
downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down.
Weight room.